Hello everyone, welcome back to AutoTrend TV. I'm your Prajesh again from Chandra Hyundai Coimbatore today, and I'm here with the new third generation Hyundai i20 Magna entry-level variant. This is how the base variant of the brand new Hyundai i20 looks like, and this here is the very special metallic copper color. Honestly, this variant is quite surprising. That's because despite being an entry-level variant, this variant still offers a whole lot of equipment and still looks very good. First of all, let's start with the exteriors. Of course, this entry-level variant does not get LED headlamps or projectors and gets only regular halogen bulbs. However, on the flip side, the fog lamps are completely projector units and are standard across the range of the new i20. Additionally, you can also see the triangular shaped LED DRLs located just above the fog lamps. Apart from the headlamps, you can see that the front cascading grille still receives the glossy black treatment seen on the top spec variants. And along with that, the front splitter kind of treatment on the front bumper looks really aggressive and sporty. Moving towards the sides, of course, here you can see a whole lot of difference in terms of detailing. Only on this entry-level Magna variant you get 15-inch steel rims with wheel covers. However, the good part is that despite being wheel covers, they look actually pretty good and kind of alloy-like. Here's a quick look at the side profile of the new Hyundai i20 entry-level Magna variant in its metallic copper color. With the absence of any chrome treatment, I think that this variant looks best. Talking about the finer details, as you can clearly see, the ORVMs do not receive LED turn indicators. Instead, the turn indicators are located on the front fenders. However, still the ORVMs are of the same size as seen on the Asta optional variant and looks even the same. It is also quite surprising to see that even this entry-level Magna variant gets body-colored door handles. Moving towards the back, of course, immediately you will notice the absence of the chrome strip, which was present on the Asta optional variant. Instead, this Magna variant gets red reflector strip connecting the tail lamps. And honestly, these look better when you compare with the chrome strip. And yes, the tail lamps may look exactly the same as on the Asta optional variant. However, these are non-LEDs and get regular bulbs for lighting. This being an entry-level variant, of course you can notice that this does not receive a rear windshield wiper, washer and defogger. However, two reverse parking sensors are available as standard from this entry-level variant itself. Just like the front bumper, even the rear diffuser kind of design element carries forward the glossy black finish. And there is no Magna badging on the tailgate as well. Clearly, a reverse parking camera is absent on this entry-level variant. So that was all about the rear look of the brand new Hyundai i20 entry-level Magna variant. Without the excessive chrome treatment, I think that this variant looks the best, and even on the sides, say on the window sill and the rear quarter glass, the chrome treatment has been replaced by traditional black. So now let's get inside this cabin to check out the features and options available. Yes folks, I'm right now inside the new entry-level Magna variant of the brand new third generation Hyundai i20 premium hatchback, and this is how the interior looks like. Well, this being an entry-level variant, the interior definitely does not look bad at all because it still gets a lot of features. Actually, the Magna is a mid-level variant's trim level. However, it still is considered as the base level model for the i20. So that's the reason you still get a lot of features. Well, let's start with the steering wheel first. Of course, you get this very same Hyundai Venue and Creta design steering wheel. However, you do not get a flat bottom. The good thing, however, is that you still get tilt and telescopic adjustment even on this entry-level variant, which is quite very good. And you also get steering mounted audio controls, which also include Bluetooth telephony, and on the right side you also get the buttons to control the instrument clusters MID as well. Talking about the MID, as you can see, this is not a full color TFT MID. This instead is a regular MID suitable for an entry-level variant, so that is quite okay though. On the right side is the speedometer and on the left side is the tachometer. Let me just turn on this car to show how does the interior look like when everything is turned on. Well, this here is the actual flip key of this entry-level Magna variant. The Sportz and the Asta, along with the Asta optional variants, only get a push button start with a smart key. This here is a regular flip key which you have to insert to start the car, and the spare key of course is just a regular Hyundai key without any remote functions. This is a brand new car, so it has not yet been through pre-delivery inspection, so that is the reason the instrument cluster and the infotainment system are not connected. However, I would like to show you how does this infotainment system actually function. As you can see, this is a 2-din system, but still it does not have a touchscreen. Instead, you also get all these buttons all around, and it is quite easy to use just because of these large, humongous size buttons. As you can see, these are absolutely massive. It is of course going to be very, very easy for even elder people to use this infotainment system just because of these larger buttons, and people who like to wear gloves as well would find this actually easy. This audio system offers 4 speakers which sound adequate, and this system basically is very, very easy to use for all people. So that was all about that. And coming lower down, you can see that this car has got manual AC controls, no automatic climate control over here. However, still the overall fit and finish and the quality of all the levers, knobs, even the plastics, everything is really, really very good despite being an entry level variant. You can see that it is going to be absolutely easy again just because of these very, very large size knobs and large size buttons as well. So a lot of thought has been gone into the convenience and comfort of the passengers into the i20, so that clearly shows. You can see that even the hazard button is quite of a larger size. And well, talking about the typical design trait, you can see all the slats and lines going across the dashboard and into the doors as well of the new i20. So this is the typical design layout, the design signature of the i20's cabin. You can also see that from the top spec variants, this superb texturized plastic is carried forward onto the dash top, so that also really very looks good. And coming lower down further into the center console, you get to see the typical 12-volt charging socket. Along with that, you can also see a USB port. However, the secondary USB port is missing on this variant, which is completely acceptable. The good thing, however, is that you get a very, very large storage tray over here where you can store quite a lot of smartphones or even other things. This here is the 5-speed manual transmission lever on this 1.2 liter copper petrol engine equipped Magna variant. So this gearbox, of course, as we already know, is very, very slick, and the clutch pedal is of course very, very light. This engine is of course very, very refined as well, despite offering just about adequate amount of power, 83 PS to be precise. The good thing, however, is that even on this entry level variant, you get quite a bit of attention to detail. This gear lever boot material is sort of a faux leather Rexin kind of material, but still it gets the contrast white stitching matching the seats as well. As you can see, this is just a fabric finish on the seats. However, you get this contrast stitching which quite looks good. However, these seats themselves are quite basic and just about functional in terms of look and appeal. So definitely people who buy the Magna variant will go on for seat covers, but still these seats look like they will be durable and last quite long, so that is okay. Again, coming just behind the gear lever, of course, you get the 2 cup holders, and that is the handbrake lever. Even on this entry level Magna variant, the Hyundai i20 gets an armrest for the center, and it is also reasonably cushy and comfortable as well. Underneath this armrest is the regular size storage cubby hole, which is again felt lined even on this entry level variant, which is quite nice attention to detail. What this variant actually lacks, of course, apart from a touchscreen system, is a height adjustable driver seat. As you can see, the seats themselves are comfortable. However, no height adjustment for this driver seat. This here is the lever for reclining function, but no height adjustment, which is completely acceptable for an entry level variant. Now, talking about the driver, of course, here's a look at the driver door. Just like the top spec variant, you get all 4 power windows, with the driver window getting one touch down function even on this entry level Magna variant. So that is quite very good attention to detail even on this entry level variant. Apart from that, there is nothing much in terms of difference, because even on the top spec variant, the door handles are finished in black, and even on this entry level Magna variant, there is no difference on the actual color theme and layout of the interior. So that was all. Now, coming to the right side of the steering wheel, of course, you get to see these 2 dummy buttons, where on the top spec variant you used to get a reverse parking camera monitor button and the traction control turning off button. So this variant clearly lacks those features, and these buttons are dummy. Now, this here is the headlamp leveler scroller, and basically that's it. The surprising part of this entry level Magna variant is that it still gets a lot of features, including projector fog lamps, which you can turn on using this switch on the headlamp stalk, and this here on the left side is the wiper stalk. Along with that, you can also see that The IRVM gets day-night switch as well, even on this entry-level variant. Well, most other cars actually skimp this feature on the entry-level variant, but still the i20 provides this even on the Magna variant. Coming further towards the roof, of course, you get to see these two sun visors, with the passenger side sun visor getting a large vanity mirror, so that is quite nice as well. Coming to the interior cabin lighting options, of course, you get two cabin lights which are just yellow bulbs. However, they look exactly the same as on the top spec variant, so no skimping over here. And the good thing is that even the rear seats get a separate cabin lamp. How good is that? Most other cars in this category, and even certain cars in the compact SUV segment, actually skimp on the rear seat cabin lighting, but the i20 still provides all of them as standard, so that is quite nice again. And another surprise is that even this entry-level Magna variant gets a sunglass holder with felt lining. How cool is that? Well, that is very good. Attention to overall equipment and features. Talking about safety, of course, being an entry-level variant, you can expect only dual airbags, ABS with EBD, pre-tensioner equipped seat belts, and engine immobilizer with remote central locking on this variant, but still it is okay. That's because only the Asta optional variant gets traction control, hill hold assist, 6 airbags and all. So that was all about the front part of the new i20's Magna variant, especially the cabin. So let's just get to the back seat to check out the overall comfort and options over there. Yes folks, I am right now in the back seat of the new third generation Hyundai i20 Magna entry level manual variant, and this is how the dashboard looks like from the rear seat. It just carries forward the exact same design layout seen on the top spec Asta optional variant. However, despite being an entry level variant, this variant still offers quite a lot of features. Talking about the rear seats, of course, just like the top spec variant, you still get a lot of legroom, well, good enough legroom, and the overall comfort is decent as well. That's because the thigh support may not be so adequate, may not be complete, but still the overall comfort is decent for shorter people. I have adjusted the driver seat for my height, which is 5'11" for reference, but still I have got decent amount of legroom, and I can actually sit comfortably over here for longer drives as well. The window line also is reasonably low, so no problem in terms of visibility as well. So talking about other comfort features, of course, even on this entry-level Magna variant, well, typically you get a center armrest for the front passengers. Along with that, you also get two rear AC vents. This is quite very good for an entry-level variant, because no other car in this category offers rear AC vents from the entry-level variant itself. So that is quite nice again. And well, another thing is that you also get the very same smart charging socket, a USB charging socket for the rear seat passengers, even on the entry-level variant. That is quite surprising to see again. And of course, you also get the pocket to store your smartphone. So that was all about the convenience features at the back. Other features include power windows and well, the typical black finish on the door handles. And the missing features, of course, are the adjustable headrests for the rear seat passengers. As you can see, these are fixed headrests, no option to adjust them. And of course, on this entry level variant, you do not get a center armrest. This here instead is just a back seat which can be comfortable for 3 people. No armrest over here, and as you can see, the material itself is definitely not of highest quality, despite offering some sort of design pattern over here. So that was all. Now I already showed you the rear cabin's interior light, which is quite nice to have even on this entry level variant. And of course, you also get grab handles for the rear seat passengers, for all passengers except for the driver. So that is quite okay again. The overall space here is quite good. The comfort is decent, and the storage spaces also are really quite good, because the rear doors of course get full 1 liter bottle holders. So that was all about the overall cabin of the entry level Magna variant of the new Hyundai i20. Let's just talk about the boot space now. Opening the boot of the brand new Hyundai i20 Magna entry-level variant, of course the boot space is going to be exactly the same at 311 liters in overall capacity. However, typical of an entry-level variant, you do not get a parcel shelf. That said, the overall boot space is very usable and very well shaped. However, one thing to be noted is that the loading lip is quite high, and there is quite a bit of a drop from the door sill. Other nifty features on this Magna variant include bag hooks on either side, which is going to be very convenient if you go for shopping. However, this entry-level variant does not receive a boot lamp, which was located on the Asta optional variant on the right side. Even the top-spec Asta optional variant does not receive 60-40 split folding rear seats, and neither does this Magna variant. So you have got a full 100% folding rear seat, and when you fold them, they fold completely flat. Despite the large step up, this loading bay is quite usable and is going to be very handy if you want to load larger items. Opening the boot floor, well, of course, let's just open it. This here is the 14-inch steel spare wheel with a speed limit of 80 km per hour, which can be used temporarily. So that was all about the boot space and load capacity of the brand new Hyundai i20 Magna variant. Let's just talk about the pricing before concluding this review. So that was all about the entry-level Magna variant of the brand new third generation Hyundai i20. I think that despite being an entry-level variant, this offers quite a lot of features as standard and looks good as well. The key advantage of this variant is the availability of almost all the essential features, including basic safety equipment, an audio system, projector fog lamps, rear seat AC vents, a tilt and telescopic adjustable steering wheel, and a remote flip key. However, this entry-level Magna variant is available only with a manual transmission and with only either the 1.2-liter naturally aspirated petrol engine or the 1.5-liter turbocharged diesel engine. But still, this seems like the best value for money option of this brand new third generation Hyundai i20 range. So do let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this entry-level Magna variant of the brand new Hyundai i20. Meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.